Hi, this is Michael, and welcome back to part 9, I believe it is, of the settings series on the Xpeng G6, running through all the settings on the infotainment screen so that you're fully aware, if you've ordered a car, what you can expect, different things that you can set within the system. If you've just got your car, maybe there's something new I can show you, maybe there's something you can show me. Put comments down below if there's anything that you've found that I haven't. Always welcome new information, so yeah. Please don't be shy and put something in the comments. So today's section is all on the sound settings. Open sound settings.
Okay.
So that's the quickest way to get into the sound settings on the infotainment screen. Voice command while you're driving, no problem at all. If you're going to use the screen, the other way is to tap the car symbol in the X dock at the bottom there, and then scroll down. Let's check 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, ninth one is the sound settings. So right at the very top, we have media sound effects. If we click on the little green text there, we've got 3 different settings for the mode on media sound effects. We have dynamic, which I've got it on, original, and cinematic. Now, quite simply, you need to adjust those to your liking, get your music on, and see which one you prefer. So I have mine on dynamic. Then we have Equaliser. Custom 1 is what I've got mine set on. So if we press that button, you have 2 custom levels. So I've got these, which are the settings that was kindly provided by somebody on the G6 UK Facebook group. He did a little experiment and got a bit of AI information and got some really good settings to get the best out of the bass on the system. So that's what I've got those set to. Custom 2 is all set to the max, but I don't use that one. But you can adjust these up and down as you wish to get the sort of sound that you're after, from heavy bass to bass, mid-range treble, and super treble. So we can reset that to the mid-level, and looks like you can turn the option to have these on or off as well. So if I turn custom 2 off, when I go back, then there are no options here. It's just disabled because it's defaulting to custom 1. Underneath that, we have spatial sound effects level 1, 2, 3, and 0. Again, that's for you to try out, see what sounds best to you. So I have mine on level 2. And then lastly, on this little pop-up window, you have a little green symbol here, like a speaker symbol, and you can move that into any one of 3 positions. So you can have it right at the back, more in the middle, or more at the front. So 3 positions there for you. I have mine towards the front, sort of centered around here. So they're the media sound effect settings. Next we have the driver's speaker. Another pop-up screen. We've got sharing mode.
Switch to sharing mode.
I'm going to put my glasses on for this. So on sharing mode, it says media, navigation, and phone calls will be played throughout the vehicle. So you get it all through the speakers of the vehicle, so everyone hears it. If you have driving mode, then you get navigation and calls played through the headrest here, the driver's headrest, and media is played throughout the vehicle. So that's where I have it. I have all the sound from any media I'm playing, radio, Bluetooth music, Spotify music, that all plays throughout the car. But I have my navigation and phone calls come through the headrest here. And the headrest, just if you don't have the car, the headrest, you cannot feel that speaker in there. There's no holes in the headrest either, but it does come through really clear, and you can turn the volume up on that, which I'll show you in a second. So that's really useful. I find it great to have all that through there. You also get all the little warning bings and bongs. You get those through here, so it's quite unobtrusive. Is that the right word? Or unintrusive? So yeah, I find the driver's speaker driving mode to be the best for me. And then if you want it on private mode, then you get navigation, calls, and media all played through the headrest. So everything comes through there. So that might be better for you if you've got a passenger in the car or a few passengers in the car. At the bottom here we have a toggle switch for intelligent switch. Automatically switches to driving mode when a passenger is detected. So you might want private mode generally when no one's in the car, but if you have intelligent switch on, but when someone's in the car, it switches to driving mode, which is the one that I have. And you can have intelligent switch on for any of those modes. I have that off personally. Then the next part is external sound effects. It's the sound that the car makes, legally has to make when you're below, I think it's 12 or 13 miles per hour. It's quite a slow speed. So we have time travel, space floating, or stellar navigation. If I go back to sharing mode,
Switch to
so you can hear it. So stellar navigation sounds like that outside, not inside. That's space floating. And that's time travel, which is the one I have. None of them are great, but you've got to choose one, so that's the one I have. Okay, then we have all the volume adjustment levels. So when you're driving and adjusting things, these will all alter. Yeah, so I have the steering wheel volume, which is this right-hand scroll wheel. I have that set to the current sound. So if the navigation is speaking, if I adjust that scroll wheel, it adjusts the navigation sound. When the navigation isn't speaking and I've just got the music on, then it adjusts the music. If I've got someone on a phone call, if I adjust the scroll wheel here, it adjusts the phone call volume. So that's what that current sound setting is. If you switch it to media sound, then this scroll wheel only does the media volume and everything else will stay set. But I find I want to change things, so I have it set as current sound. So if I go back to the different volumes you can alter, we have media volume, which is for all your music. So if I show you, I move the right scroll wheel, then it turns up the media there. But you can alter these manually as well, just by sliding them up and down. So we then have voice volume. So if I give you an example of that. Hey Xpeng.
Hey.
Windows down.
Okay.
Windows up.
Okay.
So you see there the different volume levels for the Xbot. Navigation volume is set to pretty much halfway there. Call volume, ringtone volume. So you can adjust all these things as they happen by using the scroll wheel. You don't have to go in the settings here and do it, but they're there available if you need to. The steering wheel volume adjustment I've just gone through, either set to the current sound or only the media sound. Then we have mute mode. You can mute the front row media or mute the rear row media. So if we mute front row, then all the sound is going to come out in the back. And similarly, rear row, you can have it all in the front. I tend to like it balanced, so I have them both unmuted. Then we have volume adjust with speed, toggle that on or off, automatically adjust the volume inside the vehicle to counteract noise based on the vehicle's speed. I find that quite useful. When you're on a motorway, you might get a little bit more road noise, a little bit more wind noise. So to have the volume of whatever you're playing increase with the vehicle's speed, I find really useful. I tried it on low initially, but I found at 70 miles per hour, I needed the volume a bit more. So I've now got that on medium. Then we have safety prompt sound, including prompts and broadcasts about vehicle failure and driving safety alert. So any bings and bongs, do you want them on low, medium or high? I have them on low and really don't find them to be intrusive at all. Then we have system prompt sound, set key prompt, gear shift prompt. So if we click on this green text, system prompt sounds, you want key prompts. So as I'm touching the screen, there's a little beep that you may be hearing. So you can turn that off if you don't want the sound for that. Gear shift prompts, when I select drive or reverse, you get a little sound. Charging connector prompts, when I plug in, again, I get a little sound. And drive mode prompts are when you change to sport, etc. So if I show you that one.
Hi there.
Change to sport mode.
The sport mode is turned on.
So you get a little sound there from changing the drive mode. If I go in and turn that off.
Hello.
Change to individual mode.
Individual mode is turned on.
Then that's change mode, but there's no sound with it. So you can toggle those things on and off as you wish. Space prompt sound, the audio reminder of turn signals and radars containing location details. It is played from the triggering source. So space prompt sound is the sound is going to come from where the sound is, if that makes sense. So with your indicators is a good example. If you turn the indicators on, you get a sound of the blinking. If you have space prompt sound on, then you're going to hear the sound from the left-hand side if you turn the left-hand signal on, or from the right-hand side if you turn the right-hand signal on. I have it off, which means I get the sound generally. So you're probably not going to hear this, but let's try. So yeah, I'm indicating left, but I can hear that more from here. Now, if I turn space prompt sound on and turn left, then I'm only hearing that from the left side. So again, it's a preference whether you need that audible indication of where you're indicating. I might try that for a while and see how I get on. I've always had that off for 4 months, so I'm going to try that, see how I feel. Then we have intelligent control. Do we want lower volume during navigation? Yes, I certainly do. Automatically lowers media volume during navigation announcements in both shared and private modes. So when the navigation speaks and gives you an instruction of where you need to turn off, do you want to lower the volume of your media while it does that? Yeah, I definitely do. The next one, lower volume when opening the door. So if you have your music on, turn up late at night, open the door. Do you want the music still as loud as you had it? I have that on so that when I open the door, the volume lowers automatically. So that's useful for me. And then lower volume during reverse parking. Automatically lowers media, navigation, and voice volumes after shifting to reverse gear. Yeah, again, I find that useful when you're reversing. Sometimes you need to concentrate a bit more. You're looking at different angles or different cameras on the screen here, and it's useful if you haven't got music blaring out. So I have that set to on, lower volume during reverse gear. Okay, so that is all the sound settings. There's quite a lot there, but it's fairly quick to go through and explain. All of it's pretty self-explanatory. So have a play with those when you get your car and see what you find best. So I hope that was interesting and useful. Please check out the description below and look at the links there. We've got links for discounted accessory products from Nice EVs if you want to check those out as a discount code exclusive to my channel. There's other links for your memory stick and accessory trays and all sorts. And if you're feeling really kind, then you could buy me a coffee as well. I've had a couple of people do that already, which is really appreciated. So if you can, hit the like button if you found it useful. Press subscribe, turn on alerts so that you get notified of the next video coming up. The next section is charging and discharging. That's quite a big section and that's really useful. So hopefully you'll watch that one. So thanks again for watching and I'll see you in the next video.